Mother!
Hello there, my name is Priya, and I'm here to answer the question that has been on all of your minds. What happened to Yuri on Ice? Figure skating anime Yuri on Ice officially ended in January of 2017, leaving the fandom with an ominous "see you next level" message, which filled a lot of us with hope. But what we didn't know was that this was the beginning of the end for us. You see, back then, the fandom was big and strong. Aside from numerous amounts of fan work, memes, reviews, 10-page episode breakdowns, Crunchyroll awards, and stamps of approval from real figure skaters, the IP itself provided massive amounts of merchandise, collaborations, and content. Although Yuri on Ice had concluded, fans received new official art, interviews, and events such as voice dramas and even games. With the release of Blu-ray DVDs, fans were able to rewatch their beloved 12 episodes in a way better quality and hyper-analyze every little change made. This was also where they saw results. The combined sales of the first Blu-ray DVD volume reached 50,878 copies, ranking it as #1 in the animation charts for the week, surpassing powerful anime names such as One Piece and Bleach. Eventually, Yuri on Ice was the 4th best-selling anime of all time. The Yuri on Ice soundtrack also ranked 4th on the weekly CD album chart for the week it was released. Needless to say, Mappa was swimming in money made from Yuri on Ice, but we still haven't received any news about a season 2 or any kind of continuation for that matter. And then, something magical happened. Summer of 2018, fans all over the world stayed up to watch the free Yuri on concert event, enjoying some of their favorite soundtracks and live tweeting their experience. At the end of the concert, there was a huge announcement. A movie, Ice Adolescence. We didn't get much from the announcement except a name and a very vague poster. However, from these two pieces of information, we were able to speculate that the movie will most likely be about Victor's backstory, and that was enough to keep the fandom afloat for a while. Some fans were excited, some were disappointed, but all were happy to see that our beloved anime will finally get some kind of continuation. Not too long after, an exclusive event showed a short teaser of the film to fans who were able to attend, which excited the fandom even more. Although there were no leaks, fans described what they saw online and various artists made their takes on it. It was easy to see how excited the fandom was for this movie. Well, after that, official art started to slow down. We were receiving next to no news, and it was silent. The dreadful year 2020 came along, and unsurprisingly, still nothing. People just assumed the reason Yuri on Ice production and PR slowed down was because of the beer virus. Eventually, we received confirmation that the movie was delayed, but nothing more than that. Later on in 2020, Mappa finally released the teaser trailer to YouTube. This brought up hopes, and a few people came back to show excitement, but at this point, the hype for Yuri on Ice was on the verge of death. And then, it died. Silence. Nothing. Not a word about Yuri on Ice or Ice Adolescence or anything to do with the anime. While Mappa's coming soon page was filling up with all these big exciting IPs, Ice Adolescence completely vanished. If you go on the official Ice Adolescence website, you will find the following message. This radio silence from the studio and creators of Yuri on Ice devastated the fandom and plunged it into obscurity, which is unfortunate because Yuri on Ice used to be Mappa's golden child. Yes, that's right. This isn't something a lot of people talk about, but the reason why Mappa is where it is Yuri on Ice. There's a very informative thread by user Keiichi on Twitter which talks about the history of Studio Mappa. I will link the thread in the description of the video, so go ahead and check it out. According to this thread, Mappa was founded by Masao Murayama, a producer who helped create some of the highest regarding anime in history, such as Death Note, Perfect Blue, Black Lagoon, and more. Despite this and the fact that Mappa produced many anime that became cult classics, the studio itself didn't find much commercial success with their anime until Yuri on Ice, which was a bit of a shock to the studio itself. Yuri on Ice was a concept rejected by many production studios because it was an original IP with no manga behind it, representing a very niche sport, and the overall plot being untested with audiences. The anime not taking place in a high school, not having a heterosexual romance plot, and being about ice skating of all things was a major turnoff to the producers. Needless to say, Mappa took a huge risk when releasing Yuri on Ice, and it paid off! I remember myself how well praised Mappa was. People were genuinely excited to see what they'd come up with next. Mappa wasn't like those other nasty anime studios that treat their workers badly and don't care about what they put out, they just want the money. Mappa actually cares. Yeah, that aged well, didn't it? Aside from Yuri on Ice being a generally well-produced and well-written anime, it was groundbreaking in the anime community with its representation of different cultures, sexuality, and gender expressions. Because the studio was willing to roll with it and work in the favor of the creators' passions, Mappa gave a favorable reputation from the viewers. With Mappa's huge success, the studio started picking up massive projects: Banana Fish, Kakegurui, and Sarazenmai. Later on, Mappa even took on the final season of Attack on Titan. And then they took on Jujutsu Kaisen, Dorohedoro, Zombieland Saga, and Chainsaw Man, as well as their own original movie and brand new sports anime series V-Main in a short amount of time, while also finishing up Attack on Titan. It was undeniable that all of their anime was high quality and unique from other studios. So the question stood, how are they doing this? So much anime with complex, high-quality animation releasing in such a short amount of time? The suspicion with the studio grew even higher once rumors started going around that Chainsaw Man will have a unique ending each episode. Naturally, people started raising concern over Mappa's animators and whether or not they're being treated well. By 2021, most fans were under the impression that Mappa, much like other animation studios, treats their animators poorly and only cares about money. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Yuri on Ice. Mappa Where Is YOI was an event organized by a few fans in an attempt to get Yuri on Ice back onto trending online to show Mappa that there were still fans who cared. Although there was a solid attempt, this did not trigger a reaction from Mappa at all. Some fans had a bit of a tussle because they thought the amount of pressure was in nagging caused Mappa to delete Ice Adolescence from their coming soon section, which wasn't true. Ice Adolescence had already been gone from their site for years now. This outrage, confusion, and negativity from the fandom is understandable though, because not a word was said about the production of Ice Ado. Many speculated that perhaps the production and creators of the show might have gotten some conflicts, which slowed production. Some speculated that Mappa forgot about the show entirely, and some speculated that production came upon legal issues. Whatever it was, it became clear that neither Mappa nor the creators or anyone involved really was able to say anything of substance. Eventually, while I was writing this video, Mappa actually dropped something. They dropped an update on their previous statement about Ice Adolescence, which changed practically nothing. This does show us that Mappa hasn't forgotten about Yuri on Ice or Ice Adolescence and haven't outright cancelled it, but everything else still remains unclear. The question now is, do we even want Mappa to release Ice Adolescence at this point? Would it be worth it with all things considered? Is it a product we will appreciate? Is Yuri on Ice just cursed to stay a 12-episode series? We'll just have to find out.